Hello! In this video, I will show you how to use the MTS machine, which is the machine that you can see over here. This is usually used to measure mechanical properties of specimens, such like the ones that we have over here. I've been already doing some mechanical testing, as you can see, on these structures that have many trusses in there, and I've been just trying to understand the failure of these, the forces at which this occurs, and how we can mitigate that. So in today's video, I'm going to do an example using this piece over here. The first thing that one has to consider is the mounting of the piece. And as you can see, we have these giant clamps over there. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the piece right there, and I'm going to tighten in there, I'm going to tighten up there, and I'm going to try and make sure that half of the piece is actually lying in there, so it doesn't fracture right in the bottom, but more or less in the middle, which is where we would want to. After the piece is clamped down in the bottom, before we actually clamp up the top, as you can see over there, there's a couple of things that we need to do first. First, we need to look at this, which is actually telling us the force of the piece. So we need to make sure that this is actually zeroed out. So I'm going to zero the channel. Next, we go up here. As you can see, that's the piece right there, and I'm gonna clamp it up. However, in order to adjust the piece, I can turn on the machine and pull on the buttons. Next, we close the door of the machine. We press on that button to put it in manual mode. And then I'm gonna zero the crosshead, and I'm gonna start the testing. And I'm gonna click OK, because I don't really care about those numbers now. And the testing effectively begins. And our piece has failed, but I believe it has failed right there in the bottom. So it's very interesting behavior. And we can see here the load against displacement diagram. After saving the data, we can come back here and remove our piece. I'm gonna untighten this and untighten that. And this, folks, as you can see over there, is how you do MTS testing. Thank you for watching this video. As a bonus, now we're doing another mechanical testing of a very similar piece, but only it has removed material on these three areas. So we will be able to see some bending taking place in there. And as you can see, the load cell after zeroing it is equal to about 15 newtons. I'm gonna zero the crosshead right there. And we're gonna close the door. Let's take a look at this mechanical testing. So when I click on the start button, and I hit OK. Let's take a look at our experiment.